Look at him. You are putting him on
17.
spot.
No, I mean 17. That's it though. That's wow.
Tell me what 17's like.
No, you don't want me to tell you.
Really?
You don't want me. That's a great time. That's a good time. It's like, you know,
your hormones
take
are...
your voices. You know, you want to say, hey, you know, you want to be all that.
Right.
Hey, mom, wherever you're not gonna be, that's where I'm gonna be. How you did that? You know,
Yeah.
like trying to get his little.
That's very
17.
17.
It's very 17, man.
Yeah, that's very 17.
Very so are you know, when you look at you know, your mommy legacy, are you happy with the boy you raised?
Well, let me tell you, it's like if I ever, it's something that I know I did right. Like, don't get me wrong, because we were I was like, don't be rude. You know,
right.
we were this morning. I was like, hey, watch your mouth. You know what I mean? You know, you have those moments still,
Right.
but I know that it was something, you know, with my kids that I wanted to give, not regret one single thing in terms of time that I put in. And I gave it like every single thing I had. So
Right.
it's like all in there. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that he just uses really good judgment, and I'm when I see him, I just think he's a great young man. I really
That's
do.
good.
Because, you know, we were talking, like, every day Will and Jada are saying something about their children
Right.
and the way they're parenting, and some of it is a little unorthodox.
Right.
Where, you know, they say, well, you know what, I think Willow got on social media and started this site, and they told her not to,
Right.
and then they say, well, what's your punishment? Like, they let her choose the punishment. It was
Right.
like taking her computer away for a month or something like that. But, you know, Jada talks about letting them be a free spirit and just letting them be creative. Is that because you're an artist that you do that stuff?
Probably, but don't you think that our kids are a lot, you know, all of our kids are raised a little bit differently than we were raised.
No, right.
It was like, don't,
Right.
you know, do what I say, you know what I do it because I said it.
Right.
And some of those things I think should still apply,
Right.
you know, because I always try to tell him, I want him to learn on my time, not, you know, learn from my mistakes. Like, just listen, you know. I mean, so many things I wish I had listened to, but I think it is because we're creative, and I think it's a different time. I think we as parents now are different than our parents.
Absolutely.
You know, we
Right.
let them express themselves, and we want to listen. And really, I was thinking about this even with Jada and Will when I see them, and I was talking with Tashina Arnold. She said her daughter's so much better than her now than she ever was. In many respects, my kids, he's so much more than I am even now in
Right.
terms of so many different things. It's like with our kids, you're constantly evolving, you know. But I guess that was our job, to make them better.
Yeah.
You know, so we did okay if they're
Yeah.
better. You know.
That's good.
So.
And, you know, the last time you were on here so quickly, then I turned on Oprah the next week, and then you were up there, and they're talking about all the stuff that was going on up there, and I was like, I didn't get a chance to ask you some of the stuff
Right.
that I wanted to ask you about. But do you think now, with all that's now come out about your different relationships, where sometimes you have been portrayed as the villain, and
Right.
now someone has come out and saying, yes, that did happen? Was it one of those like, I told you so type moments?
You know,
for you?
For me in my life, I really tried not to live my life that way. But
Okay.
it's like you're human, and you know, I always have this conversation with my mom. It's like you just want to be understood. It's like there was such a big part of me that wanted like a big old hug from people to go, oh, you poor baby. You know,
Right.
that I wouldn't be telling the truth if I didn't say that was a big part of my life and a big part of who I am. He talks about my personality, my baby's like, let it roll off. You gotta let things roll off your back, you know. But I'm sort of a sensitive creature. But I do feel that God uses us in different ways.
Right.
And I'm a person that my relationship with God is very, very important to me, and it's one of the things that it's really sustained me, if you talk about relevance or sustaining. But I often think sometimes when we say we want God to use us, we want him to use us the ways we choose.
Yeah.
You know, and I really have tried to be a voice for women, and I really do believe, well, certainly I've tried. But I think all that hopefully made me better. But I would not be telling the truth if I didn't want to say, you
Right.
know, somebody said,
I told you.
you know.
Right. And so for Buddy, with you growing up and your mom being in the spotlight and all that stuff, I mean, now that you have a voice to speak out, have you talked about some of that stuff in this Buddy's World project, or do you kind of just keep it towards yourself? Because, I mean, she says you're giving her advice. I mean, do you talk about the stuff?
Yeah, I mean, my friends in school, they all know about my mom and, you know, who she is in terms of those things. So, I mean, they know about it and everyone's comfortable with it. So, I mean, it's not, I mean, it's just new show, so we haven't quite gotten to that part yet.
Okay.
But
But
I'm
will
sure I
you think you will?
But you will.
Yes, yeah, I
Yeah.
think so, to some extent. But, I mean, I think other than that, it's been pretty straightforward, just simple.
But I think for me, I know, you know, we were driving to school one day after the whole Rihanna thing happened, and I know that I'd been asked to do Larry King, and the last thing I wanted to do, I don't want my life to be about that. I'm ready to, you know, sort of go to a new chapter, but I really am sincerely interested in, hey, what did your friends think of that?
Right.
What did you, you know, so we had that conversation. And really stopping this. Certain things I honestly, you know, do believe have to be unacceptable. Can't be cool, can't be cute, can't be, and I really do believe that for women, certain things will stop when men are involved. You know, I believe when a man is, you know, wherever, playing ball or whatever, wherever men go up and say, oh,
Right.
you know, I saw, yeah, my girl talked too much, I slapped her. And
Right.
We need the man to say, that's not, man, that's not cool. You know what I mean? So.
But I feel like that's something of a later generation. Like, I mean, personally, with me and my friends, we don't talk about that. We wouldn't necessarily do that. It's not even something that comes to us. That's why when that thing happened with Chris Brown and Rihanna, it was more of a shock to us. Because we didn't see that coming at all. That'd be like one of the last.
But
things.
I don't think a lot of people did.
Right. No.
No, nobody
They were
accepted it
surprised.
because they were.
About maybe from I'm saying from your age, you came from a different time. I'm saying I don't think that goes on.
You make
now.
that sound like such a long time.
No, but I'm saying it just short. A lot of things happen in a short amount of time. I'm just saying that's what I think.
Where it's unacceptable.
Yes.
I love that.
What? And Robin Gibbs is in the studio, and her sons are here as well. Okay, let me ask you this, buddy. Now that Chris Brown has gone through all of that, and Rihanna has too, what are people saying now about each of them? What are your friends saying? Because you know we would expect, because somebody, oh, Chris Brown's back. Is he back to your friends? To you?
I think people have like a very short attention span, and I don't really think personally my friends, they don't even talk about it anymore. They talked about it for maybe the first week, but I think people still think about it. Like when you think about Chris Brown, you'll think about that for sure. My friend, me and my friends do. I mean, doesn't mean we're not going to listen to his music or whatever.
Right.
But you know, it definitely comes to mind.
Yeah.
And see him in the same light.
Yeah. Cool.
It's interesting for me too that people do deserve. You know, I'm on both sides of that coin because I know what it's like to be on her side for sure.
Right.
You know, in many respects, I was very not happy for her, happy for all women that there was a picture. Because when you don't have that pic, it's already something that nobody really wants to believe. Whether it's in a household, a family, a community. You know, oh no, that not that. So to have that picture forces us as a society to deal with this as an issue. But I do believe, for him, I think that his behavior, he's done what he's supposed to do, you know, and we all make mistakes. And in his own way, you know, when he was very open about his past and how he was affected by what he had seen.
Right.
And maybe it affected him clearly negatively, but we, you know, we're human. And I believe it's a forever journey. We're growing, we're learning, and maybe it'll help him be better too. I think people deserve second chances.
Robin Gibbons in the studio with us right now on the Ryan Camera Show. If you got the 4play at 4, you can call us 741-WVE. You know, with all the things that Mike Tyson has come out and said and admitted to and talked about the world that he was in, has he ever called you or reached out to you or tried to make an apology to you?
No, we all went to a what was that? Get Rich or Die Trying.
50 Cent?
Yeah, 50 Cent. We saw him, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I love you," but no, and it's you know.
He came up to you and said that?
Yeah, we were.
How
all
did you
together.
receive that?
The same way I just even talked about with Chris Brown. It's like that was. It's gone. It's over. You know, it's a really, really long time ago. But did it help shape who I am? Hopefully in a positive way.
Why do you keep saying hopefully?
Because I think it did in a positive way, but you know, I always say I'm a recovering perfectionist. You know what I mean? I think I'm still I do like who I am, but I'm still trying every day to be the best I can be. You know?
Are you a forgiving person?
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah,
have to
probably
be.
less forgiving with myself than with anybody else.
So you're hard on yourself?
Yeah.
So am I. So I
Yeah, this one right here. Wow, I tell you.
Hey, what you trying to
What
do?
sign are you?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know. Maybe it's just a woman
She was a
thing.
what? You're a what? What sign are you?
Sagittarius? Yeah.
The legacy continues. Try to tell these suckers. We still have one more day, December 21st, the last day of
That's
September.
we do.
Tomorrow.
We
Trying to
do.
tell them they refuse to believe that the greatest minds are born under the sound of the arches.
Oh my goodness. TheForeverJourney.com.
Yeah, that's all right. Segue. segue. Go ahead.
TheForeverJourney.com. That's where everyone needs to go. Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I just tried to take that culmination, even if, I said if we're, talking about Michael and what prompted me as growing up as when all that went on, I look at girls who were my age then, and they're babies. I was only a little older than my son.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, like literally, I was 5 years older than my son. And as big as he is and manly and all that, sometimes they're babies. I was a little girl.
Yeah.
And so I just try to put a lot of things that I've learned in one place for people to go.
Well, we thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
on the show, as always. And you gonna plug that restaurant?
Hey, we're actually having a launch party that's where they're throwing me a little party.
Go ahead, Robin.
It made me fall off the chair, buddy. I'm not kidding. I fell out of the seat when he was like, "That'll cost $50,000." That plug you just
She came on to do an interview, and it was about the restaurant. Everything was about the restaurant. We never did talk about nothing she was doing. It was like, man, and the food there. Oh my God! What's the name of that restaurant again, Robin?
Restaurant. It's called, but we are having a party on the 21st.
Yes.
They're throwing a little launch party
Where
for
is
it. It's in Cascade.
That's right. It's 3752 Cascade Road.
Yes.
ATL Georgia 30331. It's called Landon.
Yes, we're having
She
them throwing this
loves
little
that.
party for the
Oh,
website.
boy, does she love
8
that.
to midnight.
That
8
was-
to midnight.
That was funny. I almost fell out of the chair, literally.
Hey, buddy, man, good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
You're very
We know we
welcome.
made you do a lot more than you wanted to, but hey, it's only 1 million people. You did good. All right.
You did a great job.
Well, he thinks I'm so uncool.
But
That's all right. That's all right, though. That's all right. Did you, you take care of him?
Yeah.
You look out for him?
Yeah. He just does.
Billy's next.
It's okay.
Billy's next.
All right, we're going to look at traffic right now.
All
Come
right,
back
love
with
you
our
guys.
winner.
Thanks for
Love you
having
too.
us.
People
Thank
station.
you.
What's going on, Rashan?
All right, thanks.